It's week 3 of the 2022 season, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Cowboys and the Giants under the lights on Monday night.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight, we wrap up week 3 with a good Monday nighter here between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And CD, you look at our quarterback matchup in this ball game, that's where the focus naturally gravitates. And I think we have a fairly interesting one here. Dak Prescott of the Cowboys, Daniel Jones of the Giants.
And I think for me, and this isn't an original thought by any stretch, and probably for these two head coaches as well, the key for them is going to be limiting the turnovers, limiting the free possessions. I mean, this isn't saying anything you don't already know, but you've got to be able to make the most out of your drives and see if your defense can help you out and take the ball away from the other team and give you a few extras.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Dak Prescott and Dallas taking the field for their first possession. Dak now in his 7th season in charge of the Cowboys, 2-time Pro Bowler.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Prescott off play action. Open man is Noah Brown. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another big play here as they strike for 31.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone. This time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Here's a give to Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking to throw. Prescott. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down. Handoff to Barkley, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Saquon Barkley with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here come the Giants, led out by their former 6th overall pick out of Duke back in 2019. Daniel Jones under center.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man, that's Richie James. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
Now that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Jones. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A check-in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 5 catches, 77 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
Throwing Jones. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down. And you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. 2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in there by Cooks. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Play fake. Here's Prescott. That's caught again by Schultz. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
That is caught by Lamb. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
When we say the sky's the limit for C.D. Lamb coming into his third season, it's not hyperbole. 1,102 yards in his first Pro Bowl nod last season. He's now the unquestioned WR1 for Dallas following the Amari Cooper deal. They get it to him there for a first down.
Tay Crowder able to make the play. And there on your screen, Charles, the key inactives guys out this week.
And there's never anything good about any injury, but there's a silver lining to them, is that it creates opportunity for someone else on the depth chart. Will they take advantage of it with good play, or have they not prepared well, thinking they'll never get on the field, and they'll go out there and hurt their team?
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Schultz. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Throwing, Prescott, touchdown, Cowboys! Dalton Schultz, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. On 2nd and 9, Jones. And his throw is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. Right side, it's Manhertz, the tight end. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. To the air again, Prescott. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. On play action, Prescott. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Giants are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. A much-needed boost defensively there. I mean, that really one of the first things that's gone right for him in this first half.
No question about it, partner. We've seen this before. You get an offense that doesn't have any points yet. Go out and make a play on D. Then you head back to the sideline saying, we got you the football back. Now we'll see what you can do with it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. This complete to the former Longhorn Marcus Johnson. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where you see the final score there. Baker Mayfield leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And it was the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars that go home with the victory. Trevor Lawrence, sharp in the victory, as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie, see what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Deshaun Watson, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cowboys. And the ground game has been a big part of why they have this big lead. And you have to figure they'll lean on it a little bit more in the 3rd and 4th quarters. Meanwhile, for the Giants, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies.
No gain that time. It's going to leave it with a third and about 3 to go. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on first.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They were winners last week against Cincinnati, and right now they are in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Prescott on 1st down. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Play action now, Prescott. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Off the play fake, Prescott. This is caught, it's Cooks. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Prescott yet again. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Prescott now. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand.
I actually like the fake, all right? They gave it a shot. This is one of those plays where you really think you're going to fool people because he shoveled it off to the kicker, and he was going to try and get it running. We have seen it be successful before, but definitely not on this play.
Yeah, I was going to say, as the kicker, when you see that it's probably not going to work, just terror and panic in your eyes, I would imagine.
What we really needed there was the close-up of his face while he was running.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Jones looking middle, and it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this one is incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Barkley. And a short gain down to about the 33. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Throw complete right side to Cooks. Touchdown, Cowboys! Brandon Cooks, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Marr on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The New York set to take the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think that part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That caught by Manhertz. And he is going to have the Giants 1st down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. Throwing Jones. There's Manhertz, the tight end. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the 36, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page. quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tap.
He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Going right back to Galladay. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Giants. Chris Manhertz from 6 yards away. And the Giants are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Cowboys are able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A first down carry for Barkley. And some space here. Pretty move. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Saquon Barkley. His second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. They go play action here on first down. He's going to let it fly. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And out now come the Cowboys. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 123 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. This is Barkley. They find some open field here. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. Again, 11 on the play. 1st down, Cowboys.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Cowboys, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head home next week to take on the Washington Commanders. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears.